You know? This is the perfect state to tell this story. You guys should literally have, you should have mushrooms on your fucking license plate. All right, so here's the deal. I never fucked with anything like that. I was always a booze guy. I was a booze guy, you know. All right, relax, everybody. I always get nervous when I get white guys going like, yeah, all right, woo, all right. Build the wall. Okay, I'm fucking around. Relax. It's frightening to listen to, but that's what being a guy is. You're not allowed to have emotions. So that's all of that shit comes out when you drink. Do something dumb so I don't feel stupid. So, yeah, I was always like a booze guy, so like I never fucked with like psychedelics or whatever. So I figured, it was just one of those deals. I was out in the desert, man, and I was like, all right, I got somebody watching my kids, everything's fine. I'm in my 50s. If I gotta do it now or I'm never gonna do it, right? So this person, who may or may not have been my opening act tonight, goes, all right, man. He's a good man. He says to me, he goes, all right. He goes, okay, just take like, it's always just like, all right. So, like, how fucked up do you want to get, all right? And there's always like a square, and it's like, okay, don't eat the whole square. Just like bite one corner, lick the other one, and then rub the other one and let it absorb in your face or whatever. So I'm like, all right. He goes, how far into it do you want to go? I go, I just want to trip a little bit, nothing fucking crazy. So he goes, fine. So I ate just a little bit. So I get a little nauseous or whatever. At first it feels like I ate some weed, but then all of a sudden, like I notice shit that's not alive looks like it's breathing, right? Like the refrigerator looked like it just did a lap around the house. It's kind of... Nothing threatening, It's just like, it needed it, TV started getting bigger. It's looking like it's gonna fall on me, all right? And I was doing fine. I was like, I know that TV's not getting bigger. And if it is, I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Spill that pixelation all over me. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm tripping. I'm having fun. I'm giggling. I'm laughing at shit. I'm putting things together, right? And everything is fucking great. And all of a sudden, about an hour in, all of a sudden, this profound sense of loneliness and not feeling loved just washed over me. Yeah, and I was just like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. This is why I didn't do it. I knew I had too many demons. I knew I wasn't gonna see God and fucking unicorns and slide down the rainbow and roll around in the grass. I fucking knew Satan was coming up. There was gonna be a guy with a knife and shit. I was just like, all right, go ahead. Drag me into the abyss. Let me see how fucked up I am. And this feeling, it just enveloped me. And I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't even a feeling. It just was. It just was. So I'm freaking the fuck. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I can't get out of it, dude. Like, I could walk 100 fucking million miles. I can't walk out of it. It just was. So I didn't want him, everybody else is like tripping. I don't want to fucking ruin their trip. So I'm just like, all right, dude, I'm just going to go to the bedroom, and look at the refrigerator. All right. I'm just feeling a little nauseous. Hell yeah. Just playing it off, right? Going into the fucking bedroom, and I'm just laying down in the bedroom like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? And every time I thought I felt the bottom, it would just further into the bed. Further into the bed. Further into the bed. So about a half hour later, my wife comes in. She's like, hey, how you doing? Typical guy. Good. I'm doing great. Doing great. It's going great. So she's laying next to me, I'm feeling a little nauseous. This is a little bit much for me. And she's just laying down, and I'm just feeling this feeling. Not feeling loved, profound sense of loneliness. So now I'm just looking at my wife. My brain just starts going like, oh, fuck, did I marry the wrong person? Why am I looking at... I know that seems fucked up, but once you're married long enough, even not on mushrooms, you have that thought every fucking 6 weeks. You just do. Something happens where you just look at the side of their head and just do the math and just think, why did I ever talk to you? I could have just walked by. I didn't have to say hello. We had no relationship. We were nothing. Why did I ever talk? What would happen if I just never talked to you? Every 6 weeks, you think that's a healthy relationship. That means you still held on to a part of yourself. That even though you love this person, you still want to fucking run around like a Mustang a little bit, right? So anyways, I'm like, okay, I was like, dude, I was freaking me out even more to think of my wife and be feeling that. So I was like, fuck, I need to pull the ripcord. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this fucking, it's like a giant beanbag. I couldn't get out of it, right? So I was like, oh, fuck. Think about your kids. Now, my kids, I love my kids. And I know they love me. There is no fucking question. And I start thinking about my kids. And I still felt that feeling. And I was like, all right. What the fuck is this? Because I know that's bullshit. And I just sort of laid there. And I relaxed. And I went, oh, fuck. I know what this is. This is how I felt growing up. Yeah. This is what the 70s and 80s were like. Both your parents work. You got a set of keys to the house when you were 3. Ah, get outside! Get the fuck out of my face, right? It was fucking nuts. Yeah, I grew up in a very, angry time. You were afraid of your dad, your dad's dad. I talked about this shit before, but I'm still working through it, so just bear with me. You just were fucking... Yeah, I love seeing kids nowadays loving their dad. Like, Dad, what's going on? Want to go play, Dad? Let's go ride bikes, Dad! Dad! Yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, Dad, fuck, run, open a window. Mom, what did you see in that? Fucking lunatic, right? It was absolute fucking lunacy. And not just my house, I love my parents, but it was just the time. Everybody was fucking crazy. You were afraid, and people could put their hands on you, and other people's dads could hit you, and then you come home, oh, what the fuck did you do? I'll fucking hit you first, just nuts. Teachers would grab you, dig their nails into your fucking neck. She'd come home. Well, she wouldn't have done that unless something fucking happened, right? It was all of that shit. Yeah, me and my siblings, we all beat the shit out of each other, And then we all teased the dog, and the dog bit all of us, and we never got rid of the dog. One time the dog bit me in the face. I was fucking with it. It was eating it. I was like, and it just latched onto my face. and was like that. My dad had to stitch me up and everything. We still didn't get rid of the dog, Ah, he's a good dog. He had a moment. Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't have put your goddamn face down there near the fucking dog. Right? Yeah. So that's all it was. It was weird. We were like the Brady Bunch meets Lord of the Flies. On paper, it was great. It was a station wagon full of fucking, Norman Rockwell. We went to church. We got Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that was about the fucking, so, I don't know. So anyway, we all ended up, my dad was one of these people, he said whatever the fuck was on his mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, that haircut women get when they get to a certain age. They got a couple of kids, they just get it cut a little shorter because they don't want to deal with it. They put that little Hillary Clinton flip in it or something, right? They get it all shaved up the fucking back. First time you bend them over, you feel like you're fucking your friend Eric, right? But you love your wife. So you lie and you tell him, oh, looks good. Looks great. I always wanted to fuck Geraldine Ferraro. Oh my God, it's amazing. My dad didn't care. I remember we picked my mother up. She got in the car. He just goes, oh, Christ, it looks like shit. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did they do to you? Oh, for Christ's sake, you look like a fucking man. My mom's just sitting there like, and we're in the back seat like, hey, this is what a functional relationship looks like. Woo! Yeah. So, because of all that, we all ended up getting like physical ailments from being in the fight or flight mode our whole lives. Everything. Gym teachers were scary, collecting on your paper. Everybody was scary, fucking everything. Dude, I remember one time my dad told a priest he didn't deserve to wear the collar. I don't know how it happened. They were discussing the altar boy schedule. And I don't know, he wanted to put me on a different mask, and my dad started getting his leg on. I'll tell you, I'm wearing a fucking collar. The guy's jaw was on the ground. And then the best part, next week we go to mass. They haven't spoken in a week, and my dad just comes walking in like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Like nothing happened. Yeah, so anyway, we all end up getting these physical ailments. Like one of my siblings has stomach problems. Another one has just this pain that won't go away in his back. I remember I had like alopecia in like the third grade. Third grade, I literally had like clumps of hair falling out like I was working on Wall Street, you know? And I was just sitting there like, did I pick up all the toys? Did I do the dishes? He's gonna find something. He always finds something. Fuck, what do I do? I gotta kill him. I should kill him, that's what I should do. When he's sleeping at night, I'll take an extension cord, I'll wrap it around, put my fucking foot on his back. Billy seems to lack the focus in class that he needs. He's not working up to his ability, right? Yeah, so anyway, so I took these fucking mushrooms, right? And I realized that I have been carrying that shit around and being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit, I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober, and I got to fucking work my way through this shit. Because, my wife's, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. Like, I don't curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't go like, oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy, right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time, huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me know, right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot, like the idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay?
It was 1 a.m. when my phone buzzed with the kind of message every husband secretly fears but pretends not to. Don't wait for me tonight. My wife wrote as casually as if she were commenting on the weather. She didn't bother to add where she was, who she was with, why she wasn't coming home, or why her tone sounded strangely rehearsed, like a line she had practiced in the mirror. I stared at the message for a long moment, not because I was shocked, but because deep down I had known something was wrong for weeks. Her late nights, her secretive smiles, her sudden need for space, everything pointed to the truth I didn't want to say out loud. And instead of arguing or asking questions, I simply sent the photo I had been keeping in my drafts, proof of what I already knew, along with one line. No one is waiting for you anymore. The picture I sent wasn't of another woman or some dramatic stunt. It was a photo of her half-empty closet, the suitcase I had packed, and the front door key placed neatly on the kitchen counter. I wanted her to see that I didn't need explanations, excuses, or lies. I wanted her to understand that the man who once waited by the window, hoping she'd come home early, no longer existed. Her read receipt appeared instantly. The typing bubble came and went 3 times, panic setting in before she could even send a word. I turned off all the lights, sat on the couch, and waited in silence for what I knew would come next. 7 minutes later, I heard the screech of tires outside. Fast, reckless, desperate. The front door rattled violently before she even touched the handle. She burst inside barefoot, hair tangled, mascara streaked down her face like she had rubbed her eyes while crying, or worse, while being with someone else. She didn't look at me at first. Her eyes went straight to the closet, then to the empty shelf where my watch collection used to sit, then to the kitchen counter where the keys still lay. Her breathing hitched, shallow and broken, as if she had finally realized the consequences of the game she'd been playing for months. When she finally turned toward me, her voice trembled with fear and guilt. "Why did you do this?" she stammered, as if she were the victim, as if my leaving was the betrayal and not her disappearing at 1 a.m. I didn't move. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse her. I simply pointed to the security camera footage playing on the TV screen, footage she never knew I had downloaded. The moment she saw the paused frame showing her entering a hotel room with another man earlier that week, her legs gave out, and she dropped to her knees on the living room floor. She tried denying it at first, shaking her head violently as if the truth would vanish if she refused to accept it. "I was helping a coworker. It's not what it looks like." "I can explain," she whispered, each lie weaker than the last. But she knew I wasn't buying any of it, not after weeks of suspicious behavior and midnight texts that never matched her stories. I didn't attack her. I didn't insult her. I didn't even ask why. I simply said, "You made your choice. I'm making mine now." For the first time in months, my voice felt steady, stronger than her excuses. Her panic only grew when she realized the closet wasn't the only thing empty. I had packed important documents, the photo albums I cared about, and everything that belonged to me alone. My car keys weren't on the hook. My suitcase wasn't in the bedroom. The reality hit her like a slap. This wasn't a threat or a dramatic gesture. This was the end. She crawled across the floor and grabbed my hand, her voice cracking. "Please, please, please don't leave. I messed up. I know I did. Just talk to me." But all I felt was a deep, exhausted numbness. Then came the confession she had never planned to make. "It was just once," she whispered, then corrected herself. "Okay, twice, but it didn't mean anything." She said it like the number would somehow erase the betrayal. She told me he was just a friend from work, that she was confused, that she felt neglected. All the familiar lines unfaithful partners repeat in desperation. But every word only proved how long she had been lying, not just to me, but to herself. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't accuse. I stood up, walked to the hallway, and rolled out my suitcase. The sound of the wheels on the wooden floor broke her completely. She lunged forward, wrapped her arms around my waist, and begged through choking sobs. "Don't leave. Don't leave me like this. I love you. I'm sorry. I'll fix everything." But her apologies felt too late, like a fire alarm sounding after the building had already burned down. She wanted forgiveness, but she didn't want to face the truth of what she had destroyed. Before I left, I placed one final thing on the coffee table, a printed copy of the hotel bill with her name and the other man's on it. She stared at it like a death sentence. I told her I wasn't leaving out of anger. I was leaving because love without loyalty is just suffering dressed as hope, and I refused to keep suffering. She tried calling her sister, her best friend, even her mother, but no one answered at 2 a.m. In that moment, she was finally alone with the consequences she had spent months creating. I walked out the door without slamming it, without turning back, without giving her the final glance she was silently begging for. The cold night air felt strangely peaceful, as if the weight I had been carrying had finally slipped from my shoulders. My phone buzzed again minutes later, but this time it was her calling nonstop, message after message. All the panic she once made me feel was finally returning to her. And as I drove away, I realized something. Sometimes the moment you stop waiting for someone is the moment you finally save yourself.